Hey, sweet friends. Whew, 12 minutes late. What is going on with me? I'm Von Kevitz, knit and crochet designer for one-of-a-kind makers who dare to be original. And I'll give you a couple of seconds to find me. I'm really late, so if you all were coming on at 9, you might have just been like, oh, maybe she took a day off. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I slept in because I'm not feeling too well. So I slept in, and then I showered, and then I got the eggs ready for the hubs, and then I came down, and I'm sitting here trying to type my description, and I usually have every copy ready to go, but I did change my shop recently from Etsy to Galilee, so I wanted to get that in there in the show description. So that took me a little bit. You know, all the weird little technicalities of things. Had I prepared sooner, it wouldn't have been a problem, but here we are. So, oh, morning navies. Yeah. So, and Navy's a little busy today, but we are going to Navy's. I'm glad you're on. Just hang out for like 5 minutes and help me pray. If you can pop in the comments, I had 2 prayer requests. Every time I go on live, as soon as I hit that live, I feel like my lashes get into my eyes. And it's like, it seems to be like a reoccurring theme with me right now. So I had 2 prayer requests this week. Hey, Navy's Dawn Summer here on YouTube is Sarah Willens. So Sarah was one of the people that asked me to do a prayer for her. She lives in Australia. So, and yesterday the fire got a little too close for comfort for her, but it is moving in a different direction right now, currently, right, Sarah? So she asked me to pray for the people affected there. And also, Ellen Helms reached out to me. She's a new vendor. Both of these ladies are new vendors at Galilee Life, so we're so excited and we welcome them to our family there. And Ellen asked me to pray for her daughter to that she find a job that she loves, that she's suited for, that she went to school for, and she's in a transition period right now. So so I'd like to just open up with that. Dear Lord, thank you for another amazing, excuse me, getting a sore throat. Dear Lord, thank you for another amazing time together that we're going to be spending. Lord, I'm always grateful for this hour that we have every Saturday that we've carved out to just come together and hang out, show love and support for one another. And in doing so, we have built a bond and a friendship and a connection that is priceless in my life, and I'm sure adds value to theirs. Lord, I ask you to watch over the people that are struggling all around the world, specifically in Australia right now, where fire is just ravaging people's homes and affecting so many lives. But we know that you have it all under control and that everything happens in your good timing. And we just pray that there's peace in people's hearts as they go through these transitions. Speaking of transitions, in the time of we know that we want to think that our timing is the right timing, but we know that your timing is the right timing. So, Lord, please help guide Ellen's daughter and into living the life that you had crafted for her, and that she finds the right job that suits her heart and brings joy to her. Happy 1st February. Oh, I just want to make sure I didn't want to miss anything else to add to. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, Lord. Yes, we are in February. Oh, speaking of which, happy 1st of February to you. And it is the 2nd February where I live. So Sarah's birthday was yesterday. How did your birthday go, Sarah? Her birthday is February 1st, which is our February 1st. So happy birthday. I feel like it's been forever. Good luck to the young lady going for the job. Yes. Oh, thank you, Navy's. Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? I forgot about the fun feature. Navy's, I totally forgot about the fun feature that we got going on here. You know, like I said, this is still a newbie, but how great is this thing? I forgot that we could click on people's comments. But yes, thank you for the prayer. I just started. Right now, the fire is moving away from Sarah, and I just started the Navy's. Yesterday was Sarah's birthday. Well, it's today for us because we're still February 1st. Sarah has moved on to February 2nd already. So we should sing her a happy birthday inside the vendor Facebook group. See, and thank you for the prayer. Yes. I keep saying every time I start to get sick, my body is a healing machine. My body is a healing machine. It's the way the Lord made us. So, hot and sticky for you guys. We're in the winter. We are in the winter right now. So, let me see if I can adjust my thing because I was not quite fully prepared. Oh, this was my last week's banner. You can check that out. I'm going to, what was the title? What's the title of my thing? Other people's opinion. Can you guys read my show description? Can you tell me how I worded it real quick? Other people's opinions are none of your business. Is that right? Did I quote myself correctly? Other people's opinions are none of your business. Let's get that. Add banner. Let's click that up there. Let's move this bad boy up top. So this is today's theme. I think I had that right. Let me just see. I suspect. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy gets our star of the week. Can we give her? Kathy is getting the star of the week award. If we have like an Emmy or an Oscars for this week, it is Kathy. She gets the human award. The human of the week award. Good morning. Happy birthday, Sarah. I pray for many years of life for you. Sarah is like a little baby, so she will have many, 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 many more years of life left to pursue her dreams and show up her best way. Other people's opinions are none of your business. Your video title. Thank you for that. So I do have that correct. And it seems counterintuitive, and I don't know why I thought of this. For the title, like I literally just thought of it. I turned on the camera and I just went, oh, this is the title, because right after this, I'm going to be hopping onto the Facebook, the Galilee Life vendor Facebook group, and we're going to talk about customer reviews. As a strategy consultant for Galilee Life, I thought that would be a great topic for the first live that I do. I plan on going live once a month. The first Saturdays, I think, is my plan for now, unless things change and the group needs something different. But that's what we're going to go with for now. And we're talking about customer reviews this week. And So it seems fitting that I'm going to say in the next hour with that vendor Facebook group how we have to do all the things, to get that 5-star review. Right? What it takes to get that 5-star review from the customers. And here I am on my Saturday Live. Before that, I'm going to tell you that other people's opinions are none of your business. I know, right? Very counterintuitive on me, but I can explain that. We could delve in a little bit of that. Do you hear the little punk kid in the background? Because he knows I'm live and he just went out like 10 minutes ago, right before I hit live. I told you she was a baby. I told you she was a baby. She's going to do so well on Galilee Life because that's exactly what it's made for. And Navy's, I still have you real quick. Navy's has a busy household, so she might hop in and out. But my model even said to me last night in our weekly shopping trip, she's like, I think I might consider selling on Galilee Life. I'm like, you absolutely should. There is no risk to a brand new vendor, you know what I mean, to come on and put up a shop, put your beautiful works in there and join the family, be a part of a beautiful community, and make sure you like and subscribe to this video or to the Galilee Life. Speaking of, Galilee Life does have a YouTube channel. It's on my dashboard, so go check out. Navy's going to be putting new videos up on the regular, and go help and support that channel. Go like and subscribe and share her videos. She's going to be talking all about the website, helping the vendors. There's going to be sections where she helps the vendors how to create, their account, how to list their shop. So it's all how-tos. And then she's also going to be sharing her mission statements and all that fun stuff, fun facts about Galilee Life. So go follow that YouTube channel, go subscribe, go like her videos, go share. It's a brand new channel. So as you know, YouTube is not friendly to the brand new content. So we have to be the ones that like support them and show up for them, and so that it only goes so far, and then because YouTube is paid by the corporates, like the national TV stuff, so they'll show their stuff. The people that don't need the exposure, but the people that do need the exposure, they'll hide us. So definitely go check that out. Go check out that channel. I'm working on an amigurumi. I'm calling Phoenix, who will be going up for sale when she's finished. That's amazing. Very awesome. Yes to everything. Yes to this video. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So how about this topic, right? Other people's opinions are none of your business. So last week did I share with you guys on Saturday? No, I didn't, because I didn't share with you guys my trip to go get the bridesmaid's dress. Did I share with you about that? I might have talked about it a little bit on Monday, on my Monday morning motivation. I think I have to let him out. I can't concentrate with this punk kid behind me. Hold on a second. Come on, you little brat. They're not causing me trouble. Lindsay, can you join us? Give me a 5-minute mark, and I got to go get him back in because no lips, no, because he will dig if I leave him out too long, and he will dig all the way out to China too. So on Saturday, I was live with you guys. I announced my Galilee Life, and then I went to go get my bridesmaid's dress with my model because her wedding is in April. So I was picking out my dress, and we're driving. We went to the place that I was going to go check out, and it turns out they only had 5 styles that didn't suit me that would have been in her color. So we had to drive to Bethlehem, which is about an hour or so away from where we currently were, like an hour and 15 minutes away from where we currently were at that store. And we got on Google Maps, and Google Maps took us on the turnpike, and we went there. and we're driving. So we're on the turnpike, and we're like, well, what should we do? Well, she's been wanting to get me to listen to this one sermon, a speech about a guy that was, he did, I think, VeggieTales, which is a Christian children's book and videos about the Bible, but told in the story of vegetables, you know. So if you've ever heard of VeggieTales, he was the creator of it. And then he became very famous and got lots of exposure and money and all that stuff and followers and everything. Like it just blew up, right? Not in the beginning, but it blew up. And then it got taken away from him and he had to file for bankruptcy and all kinds of stuff, right? So we went from really high to really low. And it was a very awesome YouTube video. He did a speech and it's on YouTube. Just look up VeggieTales. I can't even think of the man's name, but she's been wanting me to listen to that message for a while and I just kept pushing her off. And then since we were on the turnpike for an hour and so minutes, we might as well just go ahead and listen to this thing that she wanted me here for about an hour and listen to it. And it was the most profound message ever. And yes, people want to feel free to sell and not handmade. Yes, it's not just handmade, guys. This is you hear me speak because I'm from the handmade community, but it is not just handmade. So there's no risk, no charge for any listing. You just put it up, and then she takes the 15% at the end of your final sale, and that's it. It's simple math, and for all the work that Navies has to do, like that is peanuts that you are shelling out to her. If you've ever gone through the process of going into other people's, trying to sell online in other vendors, Shopify, you have to have your own credit card thing. And that's $30 a month that you're paying to run a credit card payment, whether you make a payment or not, whether you get a sale or not, it's a reoccurring. And I think that's the minimum. I think Lori does that. It's a minimum. And which is why I never put a shopping cart on my website when I create a website, which creating a website is a whole other beast. And that's all in the triple digits to run and host, to create, to learn, all the time that you're putting into it. Like 15% to Navies is literally peanuts to be a part of this community. If we sell anything and it's not handmade in my shop, we'll have a beautiful formal dress posting up. Very cool. So your shop's going to be a little bit of everything, huh? So the other thing is, so we listen to that sermon, and this message is all about, about what ends up happening is if you end up like putting your dreams so much that you end up like it becomes idle. If your dream becomes more important than God, then the dream becomes idle. Like you idolize the dream, and the Lord says, "Thou shalt not have idols before me," right? And so, and it rang so true to me because right in the middle of going through that, right in the middle of listening to that, because I'm like, okay, I'm fully prepared. I'm fully prepared in my head, in my heart to leave Etsy and to join Galilee Life, like all in. I'm fully prepared for it. But there was one pang. There was one little pang of pain in my heart that was kind of like holding residual, and I wasn't fully aware of it, but I knew it was going to come up. Because the moment I transfer everything over, which I haven't completely transferred everything, it's going to take some time for me. And I have a day job, so all this is like side business for me. The moment that I moved everything over and I closed up my shop for the final time, which I believe Sarah Price just did for Pampered Treasures. I think she just sent us the email yesterday that her shop is finally closed. But we always say that she's like a bunny, and I'm like snail slow next to Sarah, okay? So of course Sarah will be done already, and I'm still going to take some time. But when that happens, when I close up shop for the final time, I'm going to be saying goodbye to a perfect 59 5-star rating customer review record. And that realization hurts me, or I should say hurt me. I'm over it now because of that message, because I know that the Lord put us on that path to let me listen to that message. And let me go get the punk kid back before I lose control, and I'll come back and close up. Indy, come on, Indy. Independence, let's go. I had to run outside in my socks to chase that punk kid down. I think there's something in the neighbor's yard because his head was like in under the fence. So yeah, so I knew that at that last final moment, I was gonna have to say goodbye to this perfect 5-star 59 customer review that I have cultivated and curated for 5 years, being on Etsy. And it really, like, it was like, I was like, this is walking away from, like, I worked so hard on it. I was like, it was going to be tough to let that go and start over and start new. But after hearing that message, I was like, this message was meant for me. And I was so grateful that she kept pushing me to hear it. And I don't know what she was thinking, because she never pushes me to hear something like this, but she was adamant. She kept saying, like, did you listen to this yet? Did you listen to it? She didn't know what I was going through. She just knew that she had to share this message with me. And then we were all done, and we realized that we were on the turnpike going the wrong way because Google Maps stopped working for us. So we ended up an hour and a half away from where we were supposed to go an hour ago. So we were like driving around for like Lord knows what. And I'm like, I can't believe it. I was like, what was the purpose of that, of us being in the wrong direction and all that stuff? And Google Maps never sends us in the wrong direction. So I knew the Lord was all over whatever was going on in that course. But I knew that the message was strong with me. So as hard as I got, as hard as it took to get that record, I also can easily let it go, because I know that the course that I'm taking towards Galilee Life, now the big kid is going up. I swear these 2 dogs are going to be the death of me. Now the big brother is crying to go out. I keep telling the Hubs that I want a pet-free home, but I know that it'll never happen because I married Dr. Dolittle. Have you ever watched that movie, Dr. Dolittle? What's his name? I can't think of the actor's name. The comedian, the guy that talks to. Oh, I think Robert Downey Jr. has a new movie about the same topic. I think he's like another part of Dr. Dolittle, an extension of it. So yeah, so once I got that message, and I'm like, see, this is how I said the Lord's always around us. He always, sometimes he shouts, sometimes he whispers. He used to shout to me a lot. The Lord used to shout to me a lot, but now I've learned to quiet my mind and quiet my heart, and our relationship is really close. I spend a lot of my time trying to cultivate my relationship with the Lord, and it's easier for me to hear him whisper now, because I'm looking for it. I'm looking for how he communicates with me all the time. And so as much as I am going to be going on the Facebook Live and telling them all the tips and tricks of how to get a good 5-star, like the things that I did to get that 59 5-star record, that perfect record, I'm also stressing out, very importantly, I'm going to be starting off the live with other people's opinions are none of your business. I'm going to be starting the live with, as much as I am proud of that record, I am also fully prepared, and I have always been fully prepared for for what would happen if I didn't get that 5-star. What would happen if they gave me a criticism? What would happen if they ruined the perfect record? Like, I was always fully prepared for it, because not other people's opinions are none of my business. All I can do is do the best that I can and give it my all. And when I know that I've done so, I'm okay. You know what I mean? We have to be okay with that. The only reason why we're not okay, the only reason why I know when I'm not okay, is when I know that I didn't show up my best version. Then that bothers me. Then people's opinions of me bother me. And and that's and and that's how I know, like, when I am bothered, then I sit back and I'm like, okay, there's a reason why this person is saying this criticism is coming at me, and what is the reason why it's affecting me so much. And usually when it affects me so much, it always comes to the root of it, that I'm like, okay, I am guilty of it, or there is room for improvement. And that's the part that hurts. It's not the part that they say it or feel it. It's the part that I agree. And and then what are the steps that I need to take to rectify it and to grow from it and to learn from it. And sometimes those steps are not easy. Sometimes that's the part where it's like, I don't want to change. Speaking of, I don't want to change, I just listened to another phenomenal sermon on YouTube. I swear, somebody else, I think Lori, I can't remember who I chat with all the time. I think Lori is the one from I can't think of her shop name right now. She's also a vendor too. I think Lori, I think she's a vendor. She or is in the no, she's in the midst of transitioning out. Where's Kathy saying? Lori sent me a sermon from a pastor that was talking about stubbornness, and I was like, the topic didn't seem like that, but it turned out to be like such an amazing sermon. It was like an hour long that I listened to, and by the time I was done, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'm not stubborn, so why did I hear this message? But it resonated so much in me that I was like, the Lord must have wanted me to hear that. Clearly there was something that I could have learned from that, and I'm definitely taking that sermon to heart. I'll share with you in a minute. Kathy, we always look at reviews, good, bad, but when we go online to purchase things, Kathy says that. So it's so important, and you are a good teacher, Vaughn. Thank you. It is so important, and that's what I was stressing to navies. It is so important of the customer reviews, and so because that's all they really have when you have a shop online. It's all they really have to go by. You can go by pictures, and you could do the best that you can with your pictures, which your pictures need to be top notch. They cannot, pictures are like, you've got 10 seconds. If that used to be, you got 45 seconds to get people's attention on the internet to buy something. Now you have less than, I think, 5 seconds. If you can't capture them in 5 seconds of them glancing at your image and it not being the best image for them to click further, you've already lost them, right? So pictures are top notch. And then once you get past your picture for that 5 seconds and you've gotten their attention, the next 5 seconds is them going, well, let me see if I can trust this person. And the only way they can gauge trust online is reviews, is other people's opinions of you, is, you know what I mean? And that's the only way they can do that. And when they do, I mean, the other way is them having engaged with you and knowing who they're dealing with. But we're talking about new people that show up, don't know who you are, don't know what you're doing, and then the only thing they can gauge by to trust you is the other people's opinions of you. So which is the reviews. So it's definitely, amen, definitely speaking into my life right now. What, stubbornness? I don't think you're stubborn. But the letting go part might be a good one. Trying to post a dress in the shop via app, but can't figure it out now. Help. Dawn, if you have a problem on how on how to try to list and everything, email Navies at info@Galilee Life. Is it Navies? Can you enter the email for her? So it's in your email. Email her there with the problem, and then she'll be able to help you figure it out. And she'll probably do a video. She'll probably put a video on the docket for you, because that's how we're going to build the Galilee Life YouTube channel, is by answering questions from vendors and from customers on how to operate something, and then so we'll film videos to share with you guys how to troubleshoot the apps. But other people's like reviews are the only thing they have to get your trust. So you have to do your best job to get that, to get those 5 stars, to get the 4 stars, to get the 3 stars. And then if you don't have, the other thing, our job as a vendor is also, we have to be receptive of the opinions. So, and try to and be receptive of the opinion. My thing just lost. Did I just change something? I'm in Australia. Oh, wait. Here we go. I believe, Sarah, did you read Navy's thing? Did you receive the email of instructions? I'm going to put a video soon showing the vendors how. I would be happy to help. In the meantime, can you tell me where you are? Oh, that's right. And that's what happened. And she did get it. And on the app now, so I can help. And yes, she's in Australia. Okay, cool. So I just want to make sure where I'm at. So the other message I listened to this week. See what I mean? About 7 days goes by, and I'm like, I feel like it's been forever since we met here, guys. I was watching the sermon, and if you guys really want to know what the link is, shoot me a DM, and I could forward you that link about stubborn. He's talking about, so there's a little girl, and she loves green apples, right? She loves green apples, and the mom, it's sitting on the counter, and the mom is like, it's not a green apple, honey. And it's like, I want the green apple. She's feeling denied. She's denied. Like, she's like, I want this apple. You know what I mean? And you're preventing me from having this apple. And so the mom finally gives it to her. And she'd think that after taking a bite out of this apple, she would be like, okay, this is not good. You know what I mean? This is not it. She's crunching. There's a 30-second video of her crunching on a green onion. And she's like choking, spitting it out, her tears, but she's eating it. She's eating this onion, like choking and gagging in the middle of it. Tears are coming down her face, but she's eating it like, I'm going to finish this apple. I'm not going to give my mama the satisfaction. This is like a little 3-year-old. I'm not going to give my mama the satisfaction of letting her know after my 2 hours of fighting that this is not an apple. I'm just going to eat it, and I'm going to love it, right? And that's what stubborn is. And that is the things that, what are the things that we're doing in our lives that's harming us, that is not. But instead of saying I was wrong and I need to course correct, you're going to go ahead and keep eating this onion and hurting you. And I was like, we've all been there. We've all done that. I'm like, we've all done things. I do it right now. I know what is good for my body. I know what foods and what nutrients are good for my body to eat and intake. You know what I mean? And I know what's not. I know what's poison that goes into my body. But the poison stuff to me tastes so good. And you know what I mean? That I'm just like, I'll eat you, and I'll take the backlash of what this nasty food is doing to me, and suffer through it, all because of what? My stubbornness? Knowing, you know what I mean? Like, we do this all the time. Or we'll tell ourselves, no, we're not going to work out. We're not going to move our body, because moving our body means that we are like loosening up the joints. We're doing something good. We're staying limber, and we're protecting our years into the future of being able to move and preventing arthritis. And like, so working out is like a good thing for us. But while we're in our 20s, 30s, and 40s and 50s, when we can move, we choose to be lethargic, and we choose to be still and not take advantage of it. Because come 60, 70, 80, 90, and we're like stiff as a board because we didn't take advantage of the time we could have moved. Like, these are the stubborn things that I'm talking about. And I'm like, and I'm totally guilty of all of it. So I was like, maybe that message actually really is for me. Now that I'm speaking it out loud to you guys, oh my gosh. Apparently I am as stubborn as that message. Okay, good. We're currently working on the page, so you guys are working through that. So go ahead. So if you have any problems, if you have any troubles as a vendor, shoot Navy's an email at info at Galilee-life.com. That's always the email. And then you can send screenshots. You can send, you know what I mean? So she can see where you're having trouble with, where you're stuck with. And then I think Navy's and I and Sarah are going to get in the habit of responding to questions by documenting them so that we can film them or post them and share them inside the Facebook group to help each other get through the learning curve of how to run and work your shop and gain knowledge. Because mind you, this is a new company. I think Navy started this in 2018, so it is fairly new. So, do you guys have anything else to speak into this topic of other people's opinions are none of your business, or do you want to talk about anything? Like, you want to unpack anything? I've heard that years ago, and I've always been the reason why I was telling Navy's and Sarah that the reason why I can be as confident as I am in the things that I say, and sometimes, like I always say, like, and I can speak so honestly sometimes, is because I know and I believe firmly that I am not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. So I know not everybody's gonna like me, not everybody's gonna like the things that I say, not everybody's gonna agree with the things that I say and do, and I'm okay with that because we can't please everybody. And this is from somebody who has spent her entire life growing up being a people pleaser. I used to do everything in my power to please people, and I still do. It's in my nature. It's in my nature to please people. I don't like it when somebody's unhappy. I don't like it when somebody is not the best that they can be. I don't like it when somebody, and especially when there's something that I can do about it, especially when there's something that I know that I can help them with. I really don't like, I don't like watching other people suffer when I know that there's a potential solution to their problem. I will go out of my way to help them find that solution, get that solution, apply that solution so they feel relief and they're not suffering. Like, I will go out of my way for it. That's how I'm made. I know it. And I will give it my all with every single human I come in contact with that I know is not like on the straight and narrow. And if they need help, I'm always like, how can I help you? You know? And then especially when I know that I can help them and I have a potential solution, I will go out of my way to make sure they find that solution. But at the same time, for all the energy that I am that way, I also know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I also know that some people like coffee. You know what I mean? Some people like other things, and I get it, and I'm okay with it. And you have to be okay with it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes me enjoy being a people pleaser as much as I do, because I also know that other people's opinions of me are none of my business. You know what is my business? The Lord's opinion of me and my opinion of me. That's my business. It's the only thing that is my business. It's the only thing that I have control of. It's the only thing we have control of. is that your opinion of yourself is the only thing that you have full control of, you know? So if you're doing your best, if you're pursuing your best, if you're giving it your best, then that's the only thing that matters. But if you're not doing your best and you're not pursuing your best and there is room for growth, it is up to you. It is up to you to figure it out and make it happen. It's up to you to make the change. It's up to you to do the course correcting. You know, that's it. Amen. He is my business. Exactly. Exactly. So I keep sharing to you guys, in my bullet journal, the first thing I do on every morning is, so I write the date and then I write 5 things I'm grateful for. So this is my gratitude. There's a little heart. I don't know if you see, there's a little heart and the gratitude. And I write 5 things I'm grateful for every day. So it's something new, something old, something big, something small, little things, big things. Let me see I listened to an hour and a half webinar at work. I was grateful for that. Uh, Kathy King bought 3 items from Pampered Treasures. That made it into my Thursdays. Um, that made it into my Thursdays gratitude. How cool is that? I bet you didn't realize that, Kathy. You showed up on my Thursdays gratitude right here, and it said, number three of my 5 gratitudes. Kathy King bought 3 items from Pampered Treasures. Isn't that awesome? That's why you're getting the human award this week. Kathy was all up there supporting Galilee Life, and that's so amazing, and we're so happy because Kathy, with every, this is the one thing I was telling Navies, we have to be more transparent, and is showing, and you actually, Kathy, were the one that inspired our last post, Galilee Life's last post about shopping small business. You're not just, what did I say? You're not just supporting to support. You're actually changing lives when you shop small business. You're changing human lives. Like for every small business that gets a sale, you need to go leave her a review. Yes, you do, Kathy. Go leave her a review. Hopefully you'll have success at it. So fingers crossed. If you have any problems, get a hold of us so that we make sure that her reviews pop up. Yes, definitely go give Sarah some much love reviews. What are the things that I slept in. I slept in yesterday and I took a half day vacation in the morning. That was my yesterday's. And then I always write on my Friday, I always write payday because I'm always grateful for payday. What other fun things that I have? And my gratitude, I got rid of the feature page, so that was really cool. I only have one Instagram page now, so I liked one of my friend's post on IG that dropped off my IG radar. So I put that in my gratitude. I was able to find her. So these are the little things. So what was the point of me in sharing this gratitude list? Oh, the point is, so right after that 5 things that I'm grateful for every day, I write 10 goals that these are my 10 goals that I want to achieve within the next 10 years. So these are big goals, big dreams, right? And number 1 that I write every single day is Jesus is my BFF. That is my big goal. That goal will never change because I will always want to keep him close to my heart. And that is just my fun way of writing that. So okay. Oh, it's 9:55. I gotta watch this clock. So you know what, ladies? I've got to say goodbye to you because I've got to turn around and go sign into Facebook and figure out how to go live in Facebook. I might not be able to do it with my laptop. I don't think we can do it from desktop anymore. Do you guys know? Have you guys have any experience in going live on Facebook? I know you used to be able to a long time ago, but I think I now have to be on my phone. So we'll see. We'll see. I got to sign into Facebook. So it's been so fun. Thanks for joining, guys. So remember, let's go over here. Let's keep the 2 people in our prayer. Maybe we have to pray for Ellen. Ellen just signed up for the Facebook group. So we have to say a prayer for her inside the vendor Facebook group for her daughter, because that's the new role that I've that I've put upon navies, is to to help people pray. She'll be our, what title should we give navies as our prayer? Is it our prayer monitor? Should we make you a prayer monitor, or uh, something to hold all the prayers? Somebody to hold all the prayers. What should we name navies? I don't think monitor is the correct word. Well, should we call her the prayer keeper? Do you like that title, navies? Navies as the prayer keeper for Galilee Life. I like it. It kind of sounds like Lord of the Rings. It sounds like mythical. All right, beautiful friends. Okay. Until next week, I'll join you guys live here on Saturday, and I'm hoping to bring something to knit. I want to start knitting and crocheting. I haven't knit and crocheted for the entire month of January, which is a no-no. I went through the entire month of January and never picked up one yarn or one hook. I think the only thing I did, I stand corrected. I filmed the Mary pattern, and that was it. But I didn't make anything. All I did was film to show you how to make that stitch. So that's the only time I picked up yarn and needle. And so I want to start making stuff every Saturday when I'm joining here live. I don't have to show you how to make things, but I definitely want to be working on a project, kind of like a creating circle, like a knitting circle, a crocheting circle. That's how I intended these Saturday lives to be. So the prayer queen. Navies, you get to pick. Do you want to be a prayer keeper, or you want to be the prayer queen? You get to pick. Those are our two summits of what we title navies. Thank you, and put that on your to-do list. Create. Yes, right, Kathy. Here I am, preaching to the world, preaching to the choir for them to create, and here I am not creating. See, it just makes this so much more fitting, right? Other people's opinions are none of my business. Only my opinion of myself is my own business. Yes, that's great advice. I'm going to definitely have to take that to heart. I am knitting a baby blanket. Well, good luck. Definitely tag me when you're done. I want to see this. Send it to me. Let me see what you're creating. I love watching what people create, because that's what inspires me to create. All right, I really got to go now. You guys, God bless, and have a blessed and beautiful week. Bye.